vintage Vogue sleeve. So again, we are measuring a size 10. I've gone ahead and I've pinned the upper sleeve to the undersleeve, matching up where my seam allowances are. And you can see on this pattern that because it's been nested from the hem, that all the grade for the sleeve length is coming in at the cap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure 3 measurements that I consider fit critical. These are the cap height, the bicep, and the total sleeve length. So the very first one I'm going to do is the bicep. I've already marked from the size 10 line here down 5/8 of an inch to where my seam line is going to be for my armhole. Then I'm going to go about an inch down from that, and that's where I'm going to take my bicep measurement. I'm going to measure from the line of the 10 to the fold, and I'm getting 8 inches here. But we have a 5/8 inch seam allowance on this side, so an easy way to do this so you don't have to subtract fractions is by sliding your tape measure over 5/8 of an inch. So I can see now that my bicep is 7 3/8. That's minus my 5/8 inch seam allowance here. Then we need to double that to get our circumference, so that's 14 3/4 for the bicep measurement. Then for the cap height, I'm going to start at the seam line, and I'm going to measure all the way up to the line on the cap of the size 10, and I'm getting 7 3/8 inches. Now again, I have a 5/8 inch seam allowance here, so I'm just going to shift this down 5/8 of an inch, and that tells me that my cap height here is 6 3/4. Then my total sleeve length, I'm going to measure from size 10 line to sleeve hem, and this guy's finishing about 25 1/4. Now, once I subtract my 5/8 and my 5/8, which is a total 1 1/4, I'm going to have a finished sleeve length for the size 10 of 24 inches.